Apologies if tonight's stream is a bit late. I had to do a few things before I started stream, and I also had to finish something, so yeah. I love that starting music so much. It's so great. Anywho, a wild gremlin has appeared. Yes, bless you by the way. CT. How you doing? I'm alright. Today's been a busy day, so I just look forward to just playing games and just chilling. Finish something. What about Danish? I just got the joke. No, basically I was watching Vinland Saga, and I finished season 2 of Vinland Saga today, and oh my goodness, season 2 is so good. Like, like the season 2 is so well put together, and the thing is, so yeah. Like, I want to geek out about the second season of Vinland, but like, I don't want to spoil anything. But I just want to talk about it because, like, I know there's a lot to be said about season 2 of Vinland. Yeah, essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do the event quest, because from what I remember the event is gonna wait in 8 hours, yeah. So that's why I was like, I just need to get this event done, so. So yeah, unless this event before it goes, I don't wanna like mess up on my rewards, my free stuff. Because that's best price, you know, free. So last time I left off, I couldn't do anything else because the other parts of the event were locked still. So, yeah. Why is he dancing like that? Okay, recommended elemental types is Pyro and Electro. Okay, cool. I can run Malvika and Hu Tao, and I think I'll run. Who do I wanna run? That's Electro. I'll run Valessa and. Why am I blanking on that character's name? It's about me eating leftover key at 7:23 p.m. Not really. Let's go. My dude's about to die. I haven't done anything. Dude's just taking damage from his own creation. That's hilarious. Shit. It's never a bad idea to eat cake. I agree with that. Did I get all the rewards? Yes, I did. Awesome. Ooh, I get to use she's so cool. I really want to get this character, chat. Like, I really want to get her. Like, Mizuka is one of those characters that I really want to get just for, like, you know, to get her. Because she's really cool. So, yeah. I want to get Mizuki eventually. Okay. Hmm. Let's go. A 7,600. That's a pretty good score. I think that should be enough. We needed 3,000. Okay, well, I got more than double the score I needed, so. And it looks like this is the final stage, so. Hmm. Let's grab what's your name, Lonnie, and we can put Raiden and start it with just those two. I shared the stream. Positivity. Thanks. Well, sadly, this won't be a long stream. Yes, thank you for sharing the stream, though. It is very much appreciated. Yes, we are steadily on the road to hitting 400 subs on YouTube. So. That was quick. Damn. 32 seconds? That is crazy. I think that's like my record. And just like that, the event is done. Well, that was quick. But yeah, I have some news for Chad. I am thinking of bringing back a series that I played a very long time ago. I'm thinking of bringing back Hollow Knight. I've been thinking about it for a few days, and you know. Hollow Knight, because yeah, I never finished Hollow Knight, and like I've thought about it for a while, because like I've never really finished it, and you know, being that I'm someone who tries to like, you know, get the most out of games and tries to play games and like experience them, I don't think I gave Hollow Knight a fair shot at the time. And I don't think I was in the right place to play Hollow Knight at that time. So I think if I do come back to it, I'll do way better. Because look at Bloodborne, right? I've almost platinum Bloodborne, and I'm really proud of that, right? I beat one of the hardest bosses in the game by myself. Like, that's crazy to say. I know, I love streaming these games. Hold on. Let me wait till the dialogue is finished. I love streaming these games because I feel like chat gets to come with me as I grow and as I like, you know, learn. Because like I've enjoyed playing these games because I feel like they've given me perspective, right? Because like sometimes you play a game and you don't like it, but you're probably just not in the right place to play it. But having returned to a lot of the Souls games, like they're hard, right? Like Elden Ring is hard, Dark Souls is hard, you know, Bloodborne is hard. But I feel like I've really grown to appreciate a lot of these games because like while they're difficult, they're really fun. So. Yeah, CT, take your time. When I get back, I'll still be here. I'm back. Hey, welcome back. Hope whatever you had to go do is resolved now. It's up to you on an alt, and that's alright. I mean, you can if you want. I mean, I don't have a rule against it. The only person who we would do that for is like, you know, no, you shall face persecution for this. No, what? I'm under what? Yeah. No, Erica's just fine. You're fine. Yeah, you'll only be persecuted if you're like someone who's like trying to evade being banned. Because we've had people in the past, like, you know, make alt accounts, like, and do stuff like that, so. Yeah, and that's in the past, so that hasn't happened recently. Luckily, you know, we've only had like nice people joining the streams recently, so haven't had any mean people, so that's a good thing. Yep.
それは旅人の得意分野らしいしね。私もまた一緒に協力できる日を楽しみにしてるよ。いっそ旅人はモアラニの顧問に立候補したらどうかな。この近くに部屋を借りてさ。
Yep, exactly. My rule of thumb is like, you know, there are like certain things that, you know, I will be very heavy-handed over. Like for the most part, I do try to be like very understanding and very like lenient when it comes to certain things. But yeah, just certain things like, you know, it's just like, nah, you're definitely gonna get banned, you know? But luckily we haven't had to do that, and I'm really happy that that hasn't happened recently. Because I know, I just try to be nice to everyone, so it's like, it's just weird when people just like come in on some like weird type stuff, you know? So.
DJ 両方の素質を持ってるっぽいね。多分いろんな文化の音楽を聴いてきたからかな。
Not gonna lie, what I might do is when I stream is shout out your channel and provide a link to it. Well, I can't be sub, gets banned, sadness. Nah, you wouldn't get banned for doing that. I mean, at the end of the day, I do know, how I approach content, like, because I try to take like a more relaxed approach because I feel like there's a lot of creators and like they all try to do the same thing of like being like very high octane, high energy, constantly animated, and I just don't want to do all that. So I mean, I just chill and I just chat with y'all. I still get excited and happy, but like it's a more natural reaction because like people tend to like over exaggerate and like go crazy for like clip farming, that whole thing. I know, to each their own at the end of the day, but I just want to keep things chill, have fun, and just like interact with everyone, really, you know? It's better if the clips come naturally than me like, forcing and trying to make them, because that just kind of seems a bit disingenuous, I guess. Ooh, a book! At least I think it's a book. Is it the new Beats by Dr. Dre? According to my observation, musical styles on the cutting edge of theory tend to lean towards fusion, absorbing elements of multiple perspectives that are in tension with one another, such as composition, instrumentation, and tone, through which composers of such music make breakthroughs and find new ways to improve. Traditional music styles never had clear boundaries in the first place, and those are blurring even further. Reaching the pinnacle of one's music technique is an admirable deed, but for the creators who have yet to attain this level of a master for life, and ordinary audiences, both sticking to a single style is not wise. If one wishes to improve one's musical appreciation and creativity, technology and human errors all have limits, and it would undoubtedly be a pity to stray into territory that no one can follow you into, chasing after complex, unpopular harmonies or developing machine-esque performance techniques. So I hope you enjoy the songs on this disc, even if you don't intend to create any music. It'd be great to introduce yourselves to a few new styles and discover new moving melodies. Ooh. One of Shalonen's mixtapes? Alright.
症状までどうにかできるんだ。
Like, you know what? I want to say this, and maybe in future, like, this is like far in the future, and when I can do this, maybe one day, like, I may like get one of those like Lego replicas of like something that's really cool, and I might actually like do a stream where I just like build it. I think that would actually be a good idea. But this is like a future idea. Like, this is like far in the future, not right now. But I do think that may be a thing that I might do for the fun of it. I don't know. So what do you say you had to leave for a moment? Oh, I was just saying maybe in future I'm considering building like Lego replicas of things on stream. Like I may just do a stream where I do that in the future. Not right now, but like one day. Just for like, you know, fun and stuff. That'd be a good idea as well. As I said, this is a future thing, okay? No, so yeah, I may do it for the fun of it. Why not? But hey, we got something from Shalona. Now we can keep this forever. And this is why I like doing the events, because like you get little collectibles like this, and like it's sad that I may not always remember every single like event that has happened in the game's history, but little keepsakes like this really does like make it really nostalgic, like when you look back on your journey throughout TVAT, that you can like have all these different things and all these like different items. Oh, they're just so cool. And this music is a vibe, like I'm not gonna lie. Wait, I thought you were eating cake. You're an imposter. What have you done with the real CT? He was eating cake, not popcorn. Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Ah, this is so cool. Ah. It's so cool that I have all these characters, like, I can just walk across water. This is so great. I love this game. Yeah. I saw your first message, you finish eating the cake. Alright, fair enough. Makes sense. You finished eating the cake a while ago. Ah, I see. Alright. It makes sense, I guess. Like, I have so many quests that I have to do. Like, I've been wanting to do these quests and, like, do the story quests, because, like, there's not only these quests, right? There's the... Like, if you click L2, there's the story quests, which are, like, these little quests right here that you have to do. So yeah, I have to do all those quests eventually. I mean, I've finished most of the Natlan ones. Like, I did Shalonen's, I did Kanich's, I just have to finish Vrasa's quest. And then out of them, most of the tribal quests. But there's this one dude that I was supposed to talk to, and I haven't. Because there's a trophy or a achievement you unlock in-game. But you have to go back to this, do like about every single day, I think. He's somewhere along the beach. I think he's like somewhere along here. BRB. Alright, take your time. Take your time. I think that dude is somewhere around here. Like he's near some rock formation, and I just need to find where that rock formation is, and then I can talk to him. Let's climb up, grab that. Was he down here? I don't think he was actually. He was. Maybe he was back over here? I don't know. Listen, Archa, I had turned around a lot in this game. Sometimes I lose my direction pretty easy. So, yeah. If I can find this dude, cut me some slack. He's in a weird part of the map, so I probably didn't mark where he was. I think I should have, though. Maybe he's over here, actually. No, he's not here. Then where the hell is he? Wait, I think that's him. Yes, this is him. Okay. I had to refill my water bottle. Ah, fair enough. I'll give him like some condensance crystals, sure. Yeah, so basically from what I understand, you kinda have to like talk to this dude for a few days and like it progresses the quest. Because there's certain quests in game that aren't like, you know, main quests that you have to like talk to NPCs for. No, the game kinda doesn't tell you about. You just have to kinda do those passively. So let's climb up. There was one thing I wanted to do. I want to check my standing among most of the little villages because like as I finish those rings open like the vault specific area because each of these areas has a vault and that vault has like loot in it and that counts for a lot of exploration. So Tribe reputation. Should I do this tribe reputation? I can get them up to 3. I'll say them to level 4 if I want to get anything good. I have to do a bunch if I want to get like the treasure compass for this area. I need to max out a total of 3 different sets of reputation. So I think I might try to stick with this tribe and max out my reputation with them. And then you have to do the full 6 for this reward, which is a special furnishing and a special recipe. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Showdown of Spirit. When the current on-field character is within duel zone of an elite opponent, character's damage will be increased by 15%. When they are outside the duel zone, they will take damage every 1 second. According to intelligence, target has the following traits. Invulnerable to cryo damage. Additionally, the target has the following weakness: electro resistance decreased. That's actually pretty good. Now, where the hell is this target located? Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? Yes. I've had pineapple pizza a lot of my life, and I think it's good personally, but that's just me. I mean, yeah, but most people think pineapple on pizza is like, you know, disgusting, but like having grown up eating pineapple pizza and then having like a pepperoni pizza, like pepperoni pizza is good, don't get me wrong, right? But like there's just like pineapple adds like a certain like savory taste, I guess is, and like a natural like kind of sweet that kind of balances out, especially like if like it has lots of meat, because when you think of it, meat is salty, right? So if you have something that can kind of balance that out and just like, you know, just add a little bit of sweetness to it, it just makes it all the more better. So well, that was quick. Holy, okay, well, he died in record time. Yeah, yeah, pineapple on pizza, very good. let's accept this one. Let's see. Invulnerable to electro damage, bruh. So I use my team. Are you kidding me, man? That's so lame. I mean, to be fair though, we're already getting to the reputation rewards there, so. And if we get this, the grounds for clan to max, we unlock the Pyro Treasure Compass, which is gonna be amazing. Like, sure, I do want to get like the Pyroculus Resonance Stone, just like crafted for the collectible sake. And I do want to get these wings for like my Malvika, my Arlecchino, and for like, you know, more red and black characters. So I really want to get these wings as well, but it's gonna be a bit of a time investment if I'm being honest with you, so. I wish that they did kind of change the system for this, and that you had like weekly bounties for at least two of the tribes in that land. Since there's 6 tribes, like I feel like it would be way better if you had like you can do bounties for at least 2 tribes every week. It'll make it much faster. I mean, I guess they want to like pan out the gameplay, and that's fair, right? Like. No, hey there, Shadow. How you doing? Hope everything is alright. At least somewhat alright. Alright. Yeah, with everything that you told me. Yeah, I ain't feeling it. Well, just get your mind off things. Let's see. I think I'll bring the Neville team. Since it's immune to Electro, I think, yeah, Hydra might be a better option. Yeah. Well, that's done. Man, can I be honest with you? Yeah. And that's similar reason why I don't really talk to my dad, like. He just really didn't care any, so yeah. Where's the bounty? Ah, there it is. I mean, we'll keep the same team from what I'm seeing. It has, like, not a lot of Hydra resistance. Has Dendro resistance, but... Or Dendro immunity, rather. But this team is not a Dendro team, so... a big chillin'. Well, that was pretty easy. So I think with next week's bounties, I should have enough to max out the... I don't think this is the Children of Echoes, which, what is the Children of Echoes? Yeah, I think next week, like, all I need to do is, what, 3 bounties and, like, a few supplies, or, like, 1 bounty and a few supply notices. And I should have just enough to get my tribal reputation with them to max level. And then that'll only leave me with the other, how many? 4? How many tribes do I need to work on? Oh yeah, it's another 3. So then I'll have to, like... I think the next one I'll try to do is the Milanis. And then Sitlalis, and I think I'll save Veressa's for last. So... Well, I'll be honest with you, Shadow. It's not really your fault, right? It's just... Sadly, when it comes to therapy, therapy is a very weird thing when you think about it, right? Because, like, therapy is something that involves people, and people sometimes they just don't want to take up issues, or they don't feel comfortable dealing with particular issues, so it's not your fault for needing therapy. If you need, like, someone to consult with, that's fine. It's just that not everybody is equipped to, you know, deal with certain things. And that's nobody's fault at the end of the day. That's just how things can be sometimes. I mean, I think anyone can use, you know, maybe some therapy in some cases. And if you want to, it probably wouldn't be a bad option, right? But yeah, Erica, see what I mean? You can stand on this particular thing. And I think I can get up on his head too. Well, alright, I can't get on his head, but I can stand on his back though. Yes. Yep, you can stand on this one's back, like I said you could. See, I can walk on him and I don't clip, so... I can't go much higher than his back because then I clip off, so. Can I get up on his head? I wonder. Nah, I can't. So, there's at least one of them. That's at least one that I know you can definitely get on its back. I'm not sure if you can do the same with this one, but I think maybe you can. Let me go check. Yeah, you can get on this one's back as well. So yes, you can ride on two of them at least in the starting area. So that one over there and this one you can stand on. Not quite too sure about the others though. But yeah. I'm upset, and to be fair, you do have a right to be upset at that, you know, like, I get it. So, for what it's worth, Shadow. How do I put this as? I should not feel so terrible. And that's fair, by the way, you know, that is fine. But, you know, sadly, this is one reason why I don't like going to therapy, because of these nuisances. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Oh yeah, it's not 100% needed, but for some people it's very necessary to like help them figure things out. Because sometimes it's hard to like process and figure out particular things on your own. So. Like, especially in those types of situations, I feel like it's very, very necessary. So. Alright. What the? So, let me get this straight. I got a chest for just like sitting right there? Very interesting. I mean, hey, I got a free chest for just admiring the view. Alright, I'm not gonna complain then. Scenery is very pretty in this game though. Yeah, let's hop down. Can I get on his back, yes or no? I wonder. The answer is yes. So that's the third one that you can actually get on his back. That's actually interesting. What about this big guy over here? I think you should be able to, but he's on a bit of like a slope, so maybe not. You actually can get on his back. So Eric, I guess you just found one of the few in that one time that you just couldn't get on the back because they have no hitbox. Because only one I've run into so far I can stand on, but every other one I've been able to just like stand on their back. Which is kind of funny now that I think about it, but... Ooh, ambercore flower. Can I get on him, yes or no? Yes, I actually am. I mean, it's been a pretty eye-opening experience so far to see what I can mount and what I can't mount. So, I'm just gonna take their fruits and run away. But there was something I was wanting to do, but I forgot what it was. I think it was like... I just don't remember what it was, I guess. I don't know. I was essentially talking about the like big dinosaurs in Genshin. You can get on their back, and I was just like, oh yeah. Let me look at my projections. So I think I'm gonna switch games here in a bit. I think I'm gonna hop on some Bloodborne because I do wanna like make some more pop 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 pop. Skitty pop pop pop. Yeah, cause I can't talk. But anyway, I wanna make some progress over there. I did a few things off stream. I got all of the old hunter weapons off stream. So that's been a really big thing that I've done, and I'm proud of that. So and there's only one more trophy left in the DLC that I have to get, which is for beating that one boss, the first Vicar. And then I need to do that last Chalice dungeon boss, and I just need to do the last 2 runs. Yeah, pretty much. I started so bad, I started singing that song by Big Shaq. That shit's funny. But I've already done my daily commission, I guess. This is... Yeah, my mood ain't all too bright. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Shadow. For what it's worth, though, Just know if you want to message or you want to talk, I'm here if you need someone to talk to. So yeah. I can't answer all your questions unfortunately, but I'll try. Hmm. He has a fiance, he has to help. Must be nice. I mean, having someone to talk to like that is good, but like, it's hard to explain, right? Because it's someone that finding the right person is in life is one of the hardest things to do. Because there's few people in life that I can say I 100% trust, right? No, even though I'm close with a lot of, people, and there's a lot of people who are close, like, a lot of people you just can't 100% trust when it comes to certain things. Because, like, people in life tend to be fickle. But if you can find someone that will stick by you no matter what and love you no matter what, I think that's, like, the hardest thing to find, right? So, it's much harder to find that in life than you think, Shadow. I will say that. Like a photo of the stage at what? Just me, my games, and my posters. it's interesting to. Yeah, it is very interesting to see that. But you see, like, even Naya selling you shadow, like, relationships don't fix things. Sometimes they can leave you worse off than where you started. Especially if you run into like a manipulative person or someone who's just gonna like use you for a purpose, then like just discard you at the end of it. It'll leave you broken, hurt, and just worse off than you started. So that's why it's just like a thing of it's better to be single than be with the wrong person, because at the end of the day, the wrong person can make it impossible for you to trust people again. They can like make you paranoid and you will have trust issues for a long time to come. Like, I mean, a lot of people don't like feeling alone, but at a certain point you have to realize you are not alone. Like, I want to talk about some real shit and like be really honest with you, Shadow. So I met Erica at quite an interesting point in my life, right? For years before this, right? And that year was one of the worst years of my life, technically, right? Uh, I don't tend to talk about high school because like high school is like genuinely terrible. Like, if you thought like, you know, just like, I guess, being alone was an option, imagine being alone, right? Because for me, when I was in high school, I just didn't want a relationship with everyone because like I felt no connection to people. I felt really, really just disconnected from everyone. I didn't want anything to do with anyone. And like it was to the point where like, you know, I had people come up to me and like say that they liked me or whatever, but I just didn't care honestly because I didn't like any of them, if I'm being real. And the main reason for that was that I know nothing was ever gonna last, right? And this was me at what, 14, 15, 16 years old, like going to high school. It was just terrible. And like I had people make a lot of jokes at my expense. I had people tell me, "Oh, you're gonna die alone," and you know, no one's ever gonna love you. Like, and you know, that should start to get to me at a certain point. Like hearing that all the time, being told that all the time, that should really start to get to me at a certain point. And I started to believe it, right? I was believe, well, you know, I'm gonna be alone. It is what it is. And like I got really, really depressed at a certain point about it, and you know, things. Well, we won't go into that story, but at the end of the day, like things changed, right? I met the person I loved the most in my life through the most random means you could have imagined. So the point I'm trying to make is that ultimately things take time. Things can't happen instant, things can't happen overnight all the time. Sometimes you just have to wait for a really long time, right? And one lesson I keep trying to just make you understand is that You need to find happiness from within first before you can really be happy with someone else. Because if you're not happy, like, with yourself, or happy, or unable to, like, be alone by yourself, you're never really going to be able to give that person, what's the word for it? You won't be able to give that person yourself truly, if that makes sense. Yes, there are tons of people who are alone. There are tons of people who, like, have no plans to get married. There are people who just, like, they don't want to be in a relationship and they're content in life, right? Because, like, life is about, I'm just better at articulating my words sometimes, but life is a river and we're always going downstream. We can't control where that river takes us, right? It's just gonna take us and we're just along for the ride. But what we can do is we can control what we do, right? We can control what we do, what we say, and how we decide to look at particular things. So rather than looking at, the fact that you haven't dated anyone, you don't have anyone to cuddle, you don't have anyone to do things with it, you don't have to necessarily view that as a negative. Is viewed as that is what is going on for the time being, but that is not how things will always be, right? So I just hope, like, I'm making some semblance of sense with what I'm saying and that you can understand. Because I know, because, like, and I feel like your perception of what a relationship does has definitely been warped, because, like, relationships, especially, like, in today's time, is like, it's put as like, oh, you need to be in a relationship, but at the end of the day, you don't need to be in a relationship, right? You don't need to be in a relationship to be content. You don't need to be in a relationship to like yourself. You don't need to be in a relationship to value yourself as a person. You just need to have belief in yourself and, know what you want and where you want to get, and just try to get there. That's the best advice I can offer. Hopefully, what I said there made some sense. I don't know if it did or didn't, but I'm hoping I made some sense. Yeah. Let's look at the quests. Yeah, boy. Hmm. I mean, I mainly say that because I feel like you think that a relationship will just, like, fix things. Like, it'll fix how you're feeling. Like, there are people who are in relationships, but they still feel the same. They still feel empty. They still feel hollow. They still feel like, you know, all these different things. So, I see this is a bad time. Not necessarily. At 11 to 1300. Ooh, achievement complete. Dance and Sands. I need to take a picture. What time is it? I'm not sure. I'm gonna check. 11. To 1300. Let's head back over to where this dude is over here. I know what it needs and I know what I would need to give. Well, it's not about what it needs or what you need to give. It's just you need to be alright with yourself first before you commit to somebody else. Because eventually, if that's the case and they constantly... I'm trying to think of how to put it into perspective, but I don't think I can. Mm. Hey, commission complete. Yeah, I just wanted to do that one commission because, like, it still popped up even though my commissions are done, and you have, like, world quests like that, so... I just wanted to do that one in case there was an achievement behind it, and there was. So, this is why it's a good idea to do some quests sometimes. Yeah, Shadow, all the things I'm trying to tell you is just like, you know, for your own self, and I don't want you to see you make mistakes that I have made before, because I've made a lot of mistakes when it comes to, like, particular things, so I'm just trying my best to, like, guide you. I know at the end of the day, you don't have to take my advice if you don't want to, but I'm telling you most of this stuff for your own benefit, so that you don't have to learn certain lessons the hard way. What's this? Hmm? Oh, this is for the... Oh, I think I know what that is. Hold on. I think I know what that is. So they added the thing in, Leeway. Or Inazuma, the music thing. I think that's for, like, this thing. I mean, you have to. I mean, that's your problem right there. That's your problem. You need to overcome that hatred because at the end of the day, hmm, you need to value who you are. Oh, that's so fun. uh, we'll have to proceed from over there? Hmm. Okay, chat. Let me get real. Okay. I feel like I'm qualified to talk on this because I used to feel the same, right? And there's a lot of things I don't like about myself, or a lot of like opinions I have of myself that not everyone will have of me, right? As a person. And the thing about life is that you have to realize that you are the most valuable thing in your to yourself, right? Human beings are priceless at the end of the day. And that's what makes a lot of things that you hear about so sad, because like a price really can't be put on someone, because you are more than that value. Society tries to put value on people, but at the end of the day, it kind of sucks that that system even exists, and that's just a byproduct of capitalism when you think about it. But I do agree with what Erica's saying. I feel like, you definitely do need, therapy to talk with someone, because like I'm not I am sadly not qualified to like, just give advice like that, because I'm trying to figure out things myself, right? But at least from what I've learned so far, I'm not a particularly religious person. As a matter of fact, I am very atheistic in my beliefs, and I have my own belief structure, right? And to set the record straight, like, looking out, and I feel like that has allowed me to like, think about a lot of things on a deeper level, and like analyze myself, and like, understand myself as a person better. And I realized there's two key fundamentals when it comes to this, like, make it through life, or deal with anything in life. The reason why I say you have to be able to like, find that love within yourself is the world is a very like tough place. There are people who will get to know you. There are people who will try to use you to get things. There are people who will want like, want things for different reasons, right? But very rarely you meet people who just want to connect with you genuinely. And those people are the hardest to find. When you find those people, you kind of have to value them, because those people are very hard to find, especially in a time where like people just want think about themselves. Most people just think about themselves. They don't think about other people. And when you go through life enough, you start to realize these realities and these different things. Which is why you should be your own best friend. You should be the person that you trust most. Because at least if someone breaks your heart, they wrong you, you can always rely on yourself. That's why loving yourself is the most important thing. Because even if you don't think anybody else have you, you know that you have your own back. Because if you don't have your own back, and you don't have someone to have your own back, then who's going to? I mean, and it's not the case like that for everybody. Like, every situation is different when you think about it, but you need to, like, be your own best friend. You need to have conversations with yourself. You need to, like, understand yourself. I know sometimes, like, understanding yourself takes a long time. It's okay. I feel like the world just tries to move too fast. Like, you have to figure out, have your whole entire career path planned out by, like, oh, before you even graduate from high school, you have to know exactly what you want to do, exactly how you plan to get there. But that's the thing, like, figuring out a path in life takes time, right? Like, I've made a few posts recently, but, like, and I've talked about it a few times, but, like, for the most part, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, right? Like, I found myself at just an impasse where, like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I would say I wanted to do certain things, but not because I loved them. It's just that I knew that would be, like, something interesting. It's not that I would had any genuine enjoyment in those things. It's just like, oh, that would just make a lot of money. But, like, then I found this, making content, streaming to people, trying to entertain people, and I fell in love with doing something that was kind of like really, really adventurous, right? So at the end of the day, life should be about trying to find a passion, find something that you love doing, find something that you're passionate about and that you can share with someone or share with people that you know. Now, finding passion in life is something that takes time. Sometimes you can go years without knowing what you really want to do. But just take it one day at a time. Try to just think on what you want to do. Think about where you want to be. Think of what you want to do. And once you find those answers, things can become much clearer. Because things can be very murky when you're trying to figure things out. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm about gonna. Oh, maybe I strayed too far off topic now that I think about it. Hmm. Probably did. ADHD brain, alright? Positivity. Oh, yeah. And that's my job as an entertainer, after all, keeping everybody going, you know? It's not always easy, but. And this is just one more thing I just want to add, and then, like, we can. I'll let you think on it. And this is a thing of life, right? You're gonna get denied sometimes, and sometimes things aren't always gonna work the way you'd want to. But if you get denied once and you give up, things will never go anywhere, right? You have to, even if you get denied one time, keep trying, right? Just because you get denied once doesn't mean, everything's gonna end or, like, things will never, like, improve. Get denied once, it's alright. There'll always be other opportunities in life to try to get where you want to go. Or to get what you need, right? I do hope that has offered some insight and may help you in some way. I don't know if it will, but I'm just speaking at least from my experience in life so far. But I think I might hop off Genshin here soon because I actually want to. Let's refer. I want to Hop on Bloodborne because like there's a few things I want to do, and I do want to progress on New Game Plus a bit. So, mm. Is there a mode where I can like just play music? I think there should be, right? Maybe it's up here? No. No, I'm crying. Just take it easy, right, Shadow? Why don't you do me a favor? Just take a deep breath, breathe, then hold in for 3 seconds, breathe out, and just rinse and repeat until I calm down, alright? At the end of the day, you may not believe it, but you will be okay. I know sometimes it's hard to believe that you'll be okay, but you'll be okay. Just take a while and, relax. I mean, I'm okay. After all I've been through, all the stuff that I've had to deal with, I'm still here. There were times I didn't believe I would be okay, but here I am. I mean, I'm not sure how things are gonna go for me in the future. And there's a lot of uncertainty in my life right now. And a lot of things that I'm not certain about or I don't know the answer to right now. At the end of the day, I try to take it one day at a time, one step at a time. You can't overthink, you can't think too far ahead. None of us can predict how the future is gonna go, none of us know how everything is gonna play out. But what you can do is stay in the right now, in the present. Because the future doesn't exist. Are you kidding me? The mic went out. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, chat, when did the mic cut out? Because, like, I was saying something very specific, but I'm not sure where y'all heard up to before the mic just decided to be like, nope, I'm just not gonna work anymore. A few seconds ago. Okay, so essentially what I was saying was that Shadow asked the question like, how am I so sure? And I was saying that in my life so far, I've had to face a lot of uncertainties, right? And there have been a lot of times that I haven't known the answers to particular things. And all I was saying is that as of right now, the future doesn't exist. We live in the present. So all you can do is take each day one step at a time. You know, overthinking, thinking is something that is very good in moderation, but like everything, too much thinking isn't good. It's a good tool, but a bad master. And if you think too much, sometimes you can lose touch with reality and forget what's real and what matters most. So, that's why it's best not to overthink too much. So I think that's about what I was getting at when the mic cut out. So, yeah. Damn it, I missed. Damn, I wish I had a bow so I could have just... okay. Unfortunately, I did not have a bow to take him out with, but next time I won't be so merciful. I'm just aimlessly running around. I didn't know where I'm going, if I'm being honest with you. I'm just running around, just like doing random things. This is how I've played Genshin for a long time. I know it's sad because like I don't really get anything done. It just feels everything is the same. Well, that's not necessarily true. Things aren't the same. At one point you were really down when Menno left. And you thought you weren't gonna get to talk to them for a while, but they're back now. And that time you were very uncertain of like what would happen. But things end up being alright in the end. Same can be said for when we first met. You're very like closed off and very less talkative, less open to sharing things, but over time you've opened up more and you've, you know, grown as a person, and you've so while everything may feel the same, it isn't. I guess your environment and your like scenery is the same, but everything is not the same. Everything is constantly changing, nothing is fully the same. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, things can change, so everybody goes through uncertainties in life, like, I mean, I can like have like an hour and a half of just uncertainties or things I'm unsure of. You know, because like for a long time I wasn't sure like what I was ever gonna do in life, what I was ever gonna enjoy. I wasn't sure if I would have ever been able to like, leave and, live separate from like particular family members of mine, but I did it, right? I did all those things I never thought I can do. I know there's a lot of uncertainties I face at the end of the day, but I just try not to let that overwhelm me, because if it did, it would just like paralyze me with like just worries all the time. So I know things are not easy all the time, but you'll make it through Shadow. You'll make it through. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off of Genshin here. This has been a fun Genshin stream, just like running around and just like looking around. I miss doing this, you know. Like I don't really do this much anymore. Usually I just like keep it precise. Like I just go do this, do that, do the other. But like it's been a while since I've just like sat in Genshin, just gone on autopilot and just like ran anywhere that I wanted to go. And I kind of miss doing that because I used to do a lot more. And I love Genshin. You know, it's a really fun game. I mean, I feel like when it comes to like content, sometimes feels like, people only want to see certain things when it comes to Genshin. Whereas I just want to like, just look around. I just want to explore. I just want to see what there's to see, I guess. $40K? Jeez. Yeah, Nevela just hits different, like, my goodness. Nice, a bunch of cool stuff, a bunch of masks, even some like fodder artifacts. And this is why I miss exploring, because I feel like you get much more like of those types of artifacts if you just like explore. Because while you can like get the route down to a science if you want it and like know all the areas where you can get like extra artifacts, like something just it just really interests me, just like running around and seeing all these areas I've been to before. Like, look at this. It's so beautiful. And this is why I love games so much, like, yes, yeah, it's not real or not reality. It's based on reality, but it's not real, but This is my peaceful zone. A place to escape from all the worries of life. I should probably do some more ley lines.
八方の風羽ばたくさあ働きなさい
Let me use my condensed resin, because I'm definitely in need of more. Yeah, I need talent books, but I feel like the talent books can like wait for a bit. It's just I need more, really, so. I gotta go to bed, but I wish the best and have fun stream. Thanks, I appreciate it. I will. Thank you very much. Yeah, have a good night, CT. But Eric, I hope I made sense in what I said to Shadow. Because I know, you know, not everybody has particular things figured out, and it does take time and experience for people to figure out particular things. I think you did. I don't know. I hope that I have. Can only hope.
さあお手並み拝見といこうかさあ働きなさい悪用の力を思い知りなさい千人のご訓練だじゃあ思いっきり遊んであげる遊びの達人だね
Let's go. I mean, we're getting a bunch of drops, so this is pretty good if I'm being honest with you. How much more do I have? I have a whopping. I'm back to 1.1 million more. Finally. I'm no longer poor. Wait. Yes, I'm no longer broke in Genshin. Took a little minute, but yeah, I did it finally. No, there's been one like question I have that's like I'm probably never gonna like try to figure out, but Given that every enemy that you kill on the map drops like resources and a tiny bit of mora, if you killed every single enemy on the map, how much mora would you get? Is that a crazy question? Yes. And probably never try to find the answer to that question, but I do think it's pretty interesting to ask, like,
手加減なしよ。お披露目だ。歌え、僕の名のもとに。シュラリリンスパパ、こうよ。八方の風、羽ばたけ。
私は探す。
well, they died quick. So I think my Nevla team is still one of my highest DPS dealing teams because, yeah, they just melted. Like, what? There's one of these things here. That bastard. Ooh, we got a chest. With 2 primo gems, baby. Yeah, how the heck did I miss that puzzle? Okay, how much condensed resin do I have left? I think that was about all of it. Unless I have like one extra. Let me check my inventory, and then I think I'm gonna hop off and hop on a different game. Ah, gosh. Right. So I use all of my condensed resin, so I don't have any more. So I think it's about time for me to head and condense today's resin. And bless you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. If I say bless you, the only thing you should say is thank you. Don't ask about how I got in your house, why is your door unlocked, why is the window smashed, like, just accept the bless you and move on. nobody got time for that. Okay, I think I'm gonna hop off Genshin here, and I will probably start up a Bloodborne stream because yeah, I think that I want to do a couple of things over there today, so I'm looking forward to it. But before I do anything else, let me go check something. I'll be right back. I just have to go check in on something, and I'll be right back. Born blood, yes. Okay, chat, I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
水の味は実に幽怨な趣を持つ。モンドの水は清く澄んでいて、リーウェの水は後味が長く続く。稲妻の水は深みがあり、スメールの水は複雑で、じっくりと舌で味わう必要がある。私は自身の仕事の価値とフォンテーヌの人々がなすことの意義を認めている。自分の責任を誇りに思っている。水の味は実に幽怨な趣を持つ。モンドの水は清く澄んでいて、リーウェの水は後味が長く続く。稲妻の水は深みがあり、スメールの水は複雑で、じっくりと舌で味わう必要がある。メリュジームはフォンテーヌが誇る美しき生命体だ。彼女らとは良い関係を築くといい。決して傷つけたりしないように。私は自身の仕事の価値とフォンテーヌの人々がなすことの意義を認めている。自分の責任を誇りに思っているのだ。メリュジームはフォンテーヌが誇る美しき生命体だ。彼女らとは良い関係を築くといい。決して傷つけたりしないように。
I'm back. Alright. Well, now I can officially start the Bloodborne stream. So, I'll see you over there. Alright, chat. I'll be right back.